What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Martin. Today I am taking a look at this, the Audi A6 55e. So this is a 4-cylinder. If you don't have the E, it's a V6, but I think this is the one to have, especially with what we've done to it. So we've added a RaceChip GTS, and what that means you'll see in this video. But first we're going to do a lap around the car, because this is a gorgeous looking blue Audi A6 Avant with the Audi S-Line pack. So that means we get these sporty looking rims, 19s with continental rubber around that. And what I really like about this gen of A6 are the mirrors. Really beautiful, sharp looking mirror. Maybe you think I'm a bit weird because of that, but beautiful with the chrome bar in the middle. I think chrome is coming back, right, to the more premium cars. I like it, really do. So just a beautiful family car, if you ask me. Really classic looking thing in this blue, and classy looking also. Bring back blue. Stop doing black. No, it doesn't look cool. So here we have a rather dirty looking 2-liter TFSI engine. That's the basic recipe of any VW or Audi nowadays, I feel. So it's connected to a new gearbox that holds an electric engine, and that engine offers 140 horsepower. And this one offers 252 horsepower. Now combine that and it results in 367. Don't ask me why, you cannot just add them up. And 500 Newton meters of torque. Quite the performance, 5.7 seconds to 100. And you can do 250 kilometers an hour on the magnificent Autobahn over here. But what we've done, this is Neil's car, and Neil has also tuned his BMW M340i through us with RaceChip, and we've done the same recipe. So we have added, it's right there, the little cheeky guy, and RaceChip GTS. So you simply connect it to 3 sensors, turbo pressure sensor, intake manifold, and the cam sensor. So we've opted for the non-Bluetooth version, so this is analog tuning right here. So this little external extra ECU, this is just for review purposes. Normally it's installed and very tidy, but I just want to be able to grab it real quick. And as you can see, I can do 7 different map settings. Map 0 is just stock power, but if we go all the way up to 7, we get more boost through that turbocharged engine. And that means, let me just tuck it in here, right there. This engine now doesn't have 252 horsepower anymore. No. We have a combined power of over 400 horsepower. Just look at the extra power shown by the RaceChip configurator. But bear in mind that I think that Audi really understated the combined power of this drivetrain, because our draggy GPS measuring device tells us a different story than the 5.7 claimed by Audi. Stock form, that is. So we're going to switch to dynamic mode and go for ESC Sport. Sport mode for the gearbox, and that's basically it. Shut up. So, pretty nice interior, I have to say. When I first got in this gen of Audi A6, I was like, nah, it's a bit too futuristic for me. But now, after like, what is it, been like 4 or 5 years, I quite like it. It really has grown into the interior. So, time has changed, and BMW is now doing stuff I don't like, so I'm really leaning towards this. Pretty classic looking instrument cluster too, which I also really like. So let's do a launch. So this is what it did, 0 to 100 without tuning. And let's see what it does with tuning. Little brake boost right there. And that's 100 in 5 seconds. I mean, the claimed time by Audi is 5.7. Now in stock form it already did 5.4, which I think is quite a big difference. I mean 0.3 of a second, that's pretty massive. But with the extra RaceChip horses, we scraped off another 0.4 of a second. So it's a 5-second car that looks like your dentist would drive it with the family, and it runs really, really well. Now, truth is that RaceChip has done, what, thousands of these engines? These 2-liter turbocharged engines from the Volkswagen group. So yeah, they definitely know what they're doing. And what I also really like is that on launch and at times you have like this whining noise from the electric engine, and I really enjoy that. So you don't just have that humming sound from the 4-cylinder engine, which is pretty dull, but if you combine it with like a, well, shouldn't have done that, but if you combine it with that, it makes for quite a unique sound. Let's do that once more. So really low down you hear that. Oh, I just did it again, sorry guys. So I am really growing to like this car. So Neil, the owner, complained about the car having to work a bit too hard to get it really moving, because as I said, he also has a BMW M340i, so you have that lovely sweet 6-cylinder. Now that's the problem with a 4-cylinder engine. It has the power, but it really has to work to generate that power, where a 6-cylinder doesn't have to really make an effort to produce power. So we don't really like heavy cars with 4-cylinders, but with this electric assistance it's pretty good, because it really fills up the gaps of that turbocharged 4-cylinder, which, as I said, has to really work. You have turbo lag, stuff like that, but all those gaps can be filled by electric power. So that's pretty good. So map 7 we are in right now, so we have over 400 horsepower with this, and I am going to turn on the speedo cam, and then we're going. Look at it move, it's really brisk to understate it. So with RaceChip turned off, so stock power, we did a little over 13 seconds, 100 to 200, which I think is a pretty good result considering the power figure and the weight. But with RaceChip in map 7, as you can see, this thing freaking moves. So it scraped off a full second, 100 to 200. Now that's really quick car territory. Taking this car to your winter holiday in Austria or something like that, you would have a blast over the Autobahn. So it's fairly economical. Of course, it's not what what the figures show, so that's just WLTP testing bullshit with the electric engine. But realistically, you can do like 15 kilometers per liter, but with this power, I think that's pretty good. And the great thing, I've said it 1,000 times with RaceChip, just turn off the power box and you can really appreciate the power gain. So turn it off, turn it on, try different map settings maybe. Just look at it move, it's so effortless. Really like this. Let's see if we can hit top speed in this. It's 250 GPS, so it's 260 I think on the speedo. Wow. I like those 19-inch wheels. They're not too big. You really have that fat tire filtering away all little... Oh, that was a 264. It keeps amazing me, this car. I really like it. I like it better than the 6-cylinder, the 55. I've also driven that, the non-E version. This is better, honestly. Never thought we'd see the day that I would say that, but it moves. It's just a really nice, practical amount of power, this. I like it. So that was it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I really do hope that you watch again with the next POV review. Bye, guys.